Hello and welcome to Miss Charlotte's Astrology. My name is Charlotte. I'm a full-time working astrologer. And on this channel, I analyse the astrological charts of public figures, and very often they are celebrities. And they, more often than not, come in the form of actors, artists, musicians, politicians, business people, and the occasional serial killer. Oh, and royalty. But today, I will be looking at the Synastry chart of two men who I guess fall under a few of those categories. I mean, you could call, informally, they are kind of royals. They are both businessmen, and both. Well, one's definitely a politician. The other one is dabbling in it. And of course, I'm talking about the President of the United States, Donald Trump, and his former right-hand man and tech giant, billionaire, CEO of Tesla and Starlink, Elon Musk. So this has been a long time coming. A lot of you guys are like, can you do a Synastry chart with these two? And I was like, yeah, when there's big news about them. And there has been. They broke up. You know, the girls are fighting, as AOC has said. The girls are fighting. So what I wanted to do here is potentially just have a look at like why things went sour, like look at their dynamic, their chemistry. Okay. Before I dive in, I just want you guys to know I have an event on the 19th or 20th of June. It depends on what time zone you're in. It will be a class on the 4th house, or the IC, which marks out the 4th house in Placidus. And I'll be looking at planetary aspects to the IC, planets in the 4th house, and of course, celebrity examples to demonstrate my points. If that's something that interests you because you have a really crazy 4th house, then this might be for you. And you get to, it's a 2-hour class, it's a 45-minute presentation, and then 75 minutes of going back and forth and talking, answering all your questions. There are limited seats because I don't like a classroom to be too big, especially if it's online. And if you come, you get a recording of the presentation and you get a recording of the Q&A. Only people that attend are going to get a recording of that Q&A. So you don't have to take notes. You can just like relax and enjoy the session. You also get, as part of the package, a workbook with answer sheets that designed by me. I love making resources. I'm such a teacher. And of course, a copy of the PowerPoint presentation. So if this is something that appeals to you, you'd like to pick my brain, you'd like to meet me on Zoom, I'd be happy for you to come into the class. The link is below. I really appreciate it. And of course, if you like what I do here, you would like a reading, I do 15-minute recorded MP3 readings, recording of my voice, analyzing your chart. I do full chart readings, transit, synastry readings, and then I do 5-minute focused readings and astrocartography readings for a specific area of your life or a specific area of your chart you would like insight into. So if this appeals to you, please, it's a great way to support me financially. And of course, I do have YouTube members where I post extra content, and you're free to come and go from YouTube members as you please, obviously. But yeah, it's a really great way to support me, and I really appreciate you guys for your contributions and your faith in me. I really do, because I'm at 8,000 followers, so this is great. I'm excited to get to 10. So, and if you don't want to give me anything, you don't give me money, you don't give me nothing, please like, subscribe, click the bell, comment, help me with the algorithm. That's also extremely helpful. Thank you. All right, let's talk about these two men. Okay. Donald Trump is the inner circle in blue. So as you can see, Gemini sun with Uranus in the North Node. He's got that king energy. Mercury in Cancer, Venus in Cancer, Leo rising with Mars on the ascendant, very aggressive. And he's got a moon in Sagittarius on the South Node. So he's got that, he was born on eclipse, which is king energy, right? Emperor energy. And then Elon, he's the outer ring in the red. He is, of course, a Cancer sun and Mercury. He has a moon in Virgo. If we move around, you'll see that he has a Mars in Aquarius. And also his rising is in Cancer too, and his Venus is in Gemini on Trump's North Node and Sun. Oh boy, so much drama. Let's get into it. Admiration to enemy. Elon's Gemini Venus conjunct Trump's Sun, Uranus, and North Node in the 12th house. Oh. You know, and I usually tell people when it comes to like intimate sexual relationships, if you get with someone that has placements in your 12th house, they will haunt you for a very, very long time. And you're going to need a womb healing or something, especially if they mess you over. Because the 12th house is secret enemies. Okay? Elon has his 12th house cusp sitting in Gemini. The 12th house is fantasies. It's heaven, but it's also hell. Now, with the Venus-Sun conjunction, in his little nerdy mind, in his there's little boy Elon Musk. Picture little boy Elon Musk growing up in the 70s and the 80s. Who was the most famous millionaire billionaire? It was Donald Trump. I think that he grew up admiring this man, thinking, I want to be someone like that. The Venus-Sun conjunction does indicate love, yes, idealism. Like, the Venus person is going to see the Sun person as everything like, if it's not romantic and it's platonic or like a father-son situation, like similar to this, you're everything I want to be. If it was romantic, it's like you're everything that I want to be with. You embody everything that my heart desires. If someone has their sun shining on your Venus, and think of the sun as this bright light illuminating your heart, because Venus is the heart, the sun illuminates. That person, you're going to love that person. You're going to put them on a pedestal. Yeah, I want to be with you. Because these are two straight males in a platonic relationship, platonic and professional relationship, and because there's such an age gap, I can see this being like a father-son, at least from Elon's perspective, like a father-son dynamic. And here's the thing with Trump, he's only loyal to his children, his real children, the children that he's genetically connected to. That's it. I think he leveraged this relationship, this admiration that Elon had for him, and thought, you know what, we could get a lot out of this dude. You got money? You can give his money? Okay, great. But I definitely see Elon being in some kind of like in love with him, like a son would love a father, because Elon had a pretty crappy dad. Elon has a horrible man for a father. Horrible. That's why he's horrible too, and that's why he treats his own children like cattle. Even and his wives or his baby mom is like awful. So it's really funny that he admires Trump so much. Anyway, Venus on the north. Venus is wealth. Trump's north node of destiny and fate on his sun with Uranus, realizing his full potential as a leader, almost a cult leader actually. Having Elon's abundant Venus, his on that north node with the sun, there's love there, there's trust on Elon's side, and there's also investment. Venus is money. So it's through Elon's investment that Trump was able to win the election. I'm not saying Trump is the complete reason why he won the election. I'm not saying that's the whole reason, but he played a part. He played a part. He worked some magic. He made it more likely to happen. Okay. Also, Elon's Venus in the 12th house. I think I discussed this because I've done readings for these two individually, which is quite interesting. You can go check those out on the playlist. Venus in the 12th house means sometimes, not all the time. If you have Venus in the 12th house, you can fall in love with people beyond, you can fall in love with people that might not be right for you. You can fall in love with people that very often betray you, or you betray them. You fall in love with people that are maybe forbidden from you, which is certainly the truth for Elon Musk. But yeah, your relationships can go tits up real quick, And I think that with the Sun-Venus conjunction here in his 12th house, I think he really idealized Trump, and then Trump turned on him. He fell from grace in Elon's eyes. So that's very upsetting. That's why it hurts so much. That's why he went on that tirade on Twitter. Or X, as we should call it. Now, they also have Sun and their Mercury's the mind. It's communication. They both have Mercury in Cancer. I think they're both good at appealing to the emotions of people. Water Mercuries, they know how to, through language, through communication, know how to tap into the hearts of people. So, and there's also an element of on Trump's part, mind reading here, not more mind reading. He can read Elon Musk very well. Mercury, when someone's Mercury is on your ascendant, they're going to be able to read you. Without much conversation, they're going to be able to read you. And I think Trump, who's a very clever person, I know he seems like an idiot sometimes, he's a Gemini village idiot. I think he's actually an incredibly intuitive person. I think we don't give him enough credit for that. But yeah, Trump's Mercury sitting very close to Elon's ascendant. I can read this man. Also, I do think there was an element of like affection. Obviously, if Elon is giving him money and praise, because you got to remember, Trump he's an eclipse baby. He's an emperor. He's kind of a narcissist. He likes it when people praise him and love him and trust him and give him millions of dollars and give him, like, I think Trump enjoyed that. I like you because I like what you're giving me. Like that's the vibe here. So I think there was some affection on Trump's side, but it's because he was getting something out of the relationship, of course. And his Venus is also here. So when the Venus and the Sun are not in a conjunction, but they are together in the same sign. So yes, I think there was some affection on Trump's side, but not not to the same degree as the Sun of Venus conjunction here in Gemini for Elon. Elon's love for him was far more intense. This is a very, very, very painful breakup for Elon. He's like, it felt like daddy didn't love him anymore. All right, let's move. They both have emotional planets in each other's money houses. So with this, you can see that the Mars on Trump's ascendant in Leo plays out in Elon's second house of finances. In a Synastry chart, if someone's Mars sits in your second house, they can cost you a lot of money. Did his association with Trump cause Elon to lose a lot of money? Yes, it did. Mars is a very volatile planet. It's from Mars and Leo. It's a very angry person. Well, listen, the Mars and Leo love you, love all of you, but it is kind of hectic. It's a very hectic Mars placement. It's very hyper masculine. It's a go-getter. To have Mars play into someone's second house, I mean, potentially they could help you make a lot of money, but they could also make you lose a lot of money. It's gambling. It's like gambling, right? Hopefully, if you have a Synastry chart with someone that has Mars in your second house, hopefully they help you get the money and not lose it, but it's volatile. And also, Elon's moon, he does have part of fortune here, which is good. Elon's moon and part of fortune play into, I know it looks like it's in the first house, but it's actually playing out in in Trump's second house of finances. Still an emotional planet. Money flows in, money flows out, but it's not to the same volatility or like degree as Mars in the second house. Part of fortune is here. I think Trump probably gained quite a lot. Maybe not financially, but he gained some popularity. He got something out of it, which I'm sure did positively impact his bank account. And I'm sure letting him go, he had to part with a few million. But yeah, these are pretty volatile planets, especially the Mars, very volatile planets emotional planets in each other's second house of resources and finances. And yeah, it's that's difficult. I mean, don't mix money and friendship, right? I've done that. Bad choice. Bad idea. Yeah. And then there's of course this malefic stellium here. And we could indicate that that this being in the second house for Trump, impacting Elon's third house. Elon loses friends. Elon, like, if Trump turns on him, Elon's gonna lose some people. Yeah. But you know what? Elon could do it too. Elon owns a social media platform. We'll see how this plays out because he wants to make another political party. I don't know how South African immigrant is going to do that in America, but anyway, we'll see how it goes. Ruining reputations. You gotta be careful. Elon doesn't think anything could ever happen to him. Oh God, that's such a God complex. This guy needs, if he hasn't read The Art of War, I think he really needs to. He's got Mars he's got North Node conjunct Mars playing out in the 8th house. I'm not going to say what you're thinking it, I'm thinking it, not saying it, don't like it, we're not going there, because that's a pretty dark placement. Your ambition, I will say, his ambition could hurt him or lead to something painful. That's what I'm going to say. His Mars, and remember Mars is the planet of war. Oh my god, he's got vertex there too. What? This is awful. Why am I doing this? Okay. Donald Trump's descendant is in Aquarius, right? And the seventh house is the partnership house. Peaceful partnerships, yes, but also open enemies. It's the other people house. So in a synastry, if someone has Mars playing out in your seventh house like this, I know it's technically in the sixth, but it plays out in the seventh house. If we were to do whole sign, it'd be seventh house. That's like having people turn against you, potentially. I think they both do that to each other, but having Elon in Trump's life, it rustled some feathers. I think it made people question the competency, like within Trump's team probably questioned his competence because Elon got hired. It might have made some people uncomfortable, angry, or resentful that Elon was on the team, especially if Elon was doing a lot of substances and like being incompetent. I saw him smacking his lips a lot. Like it was just like he was high. Like but yeah, if someone's Mars falls into your seventh house, they may cause some problems for you and your other partnerships. I mean, look at Meghan and Harry. It doesn't mean they intentionally do it, okay? It doesn't mean they intentionally do it. But if someone's Mars is in your seventh house, then you might be cutting off people. You might be making more enemies with people. People might not like that person around you, and they don't want to be around you. They don't want to be around you because that other person's around you. It's not good for alliances. I'll say that. If someone's Mars is in your seventh house, not great for alliances. It's not the end of the world. If you have this with a partner or something, it's not the end of the world. Just be aware of it. I don't want anyone dumping someone because of this, okay? I'm just letting you know. And sometimes it's for the best. Sometimes it is for the best that you no longer vibe with the people that you used to when you get into a partnership or a friendship that is healthier. Like, it can play out that way too. So I just want to put that out there before anyone starts blaming me for their relationship breakups, okay? It can be a good thing, but it is volatile. It just is. God, the vertexes in each other's seventh houses. That's like cataclysm. Like this. I'm not surprised that their relationship blew up. I'm not surprised at all because vertex indicates like fated cataclysmic like things in each other's seventh houses. Partnerships, yeah. When they got together, a lot of people, like on both teams, they didn't like that. Moon in the sixth. Trump's moon in Sagittarius in Elon's sixth house. That's a little bit, not the worst, but it's a little bit disruptive. Lilith is not far away. That's another detriment to his business because sixth house is a money house, affecting his daily routines. High pressure. Yeah. Also, look at this. Neptune and Jupiter in the fourth house. Did he live at the White House or something? It looks really messy. It looks really messy for the domestic sphere. Anyway. It just looks very, very volatile. Having an emotional planet like the moon in someone's sixth house. Things are going to get very disorderly. Anyway. So yeah, this is their whole chart. I'm just seeing if I've missed out on anything. Look at that. Elon's got that midheaven in Aries with that Chiron. Very insecure about how he appeals to the world. He wants to be this hyper masculine person, but he's got all this Cancer. I feel so bad for all the Cancer men that are born with Chiron in Aries. Like, oh, is that why? Like your middle-aged breakdowns are so embarrassing? Oh my god. You know, like a midlife crisis. You know, when men enter their 40s and they have like that. It's especially Cancers. Like that's a square. That's harsh. Yeah. What a volatile. I mean, there was affection, there was some trust, there was some on Musk's part, like idolatry, but it all fell apart when you put someone so far up, like on a pedestal. When it comes crashing down, it comes crashing down on you. You shouldn't have put that person so high up there. They're not a god. I'll teach you a lesson about idolatry, hey? Anyway, thank you so much, guys. I hope you enjoyed this synastry. Remember, I do have my class on the 4th house. Is that something you're interested in? Please come. And yeah, I do have my readings. So thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.